So today we're going to be doing the seated barbell shoulder press. What you're going to be doing is you're going to put your hands at shoulder widths apart. This is a small bar, so it's a little bit more difficult. So what you're going to be having a bench here, and you're going to be sitting with your back straight, slightly up here, chest forward, looking forward. So what you're going to do is you're going to press up, breathing out, exhaling, breathing in when you're coming down. And this is going to be a 2 to 2, so you're going to 2 seconds coming down, 2 seconds going up. So in a second here, I'm going to hand the client the bar and have her go through a couple of them. This works your front of your shoulders, so your deltoids. So I'm going to have her do it. So if you get in your spot here, I'm going to hand you the bar. Typically there'd be like a stand here. We don't have one right now, so I'm just going to hand it to her. So get your proper grip, get it a little bit forward. So I'm going to come behind here to spot. So for the optimal range of motion, I'm going to put my hands on her shoulders here. So she's going to go ahead and start your rep. So there, and then down. Go a little bit slower. There, and then down. And that's her optimal range of motion. So as a spotter, I'm going to be back here, making sure she doesn't go too quickly. She's not struggling. Some cues we're looking for: keeping her elbows out. You want to keep your wrist. You can have your wrist a little bit bent. Usually, typically there'll be some weight here. Eyes forward, obviously, core engaged. A regression to this would be we could use dumbbells, and a progression would be the use of a cable machine. So one of the safety concerns here would be dropping the bar, say on her legs or on her head. You want to make sure you're putting it in front of the head, not going behind the head. So once she comes up again, I'm gonna have her drop it in my hands. And if there was a machine here, I'd push it forward, but since there's not, I'll pull it back. Today we're gonna be doing standing dumbbell shoulder raises. So to do this, I want you to get in a stance over here. In a second, you're gonna have your feet about shoulder width apart, slight bend in your knees, chest forward, back and neck in line with the spine, core engaged. When you're gonna do this, you're gonna have dumbbells over here in a second. You're gonna have your hands about down to your side here. You're gonna raise up to about to your chest. I'll get to optimal motion in a second, and then back down. You're going to be breathing you're going to be going at a pace of 2 to 2. So it's 2 seconds going up into the concentric and 2 seconds going down into eccentric. You're going to be breathing out or exhaling when you're going up and inhaling when you're coming down. So if you come over here, so if you want to get in your stance, making sure your chest is forward, eyes looking out, core engaged, neck and back and on the spine. So I'll get your optimal motion here if you want to go up. About there and down. Good. Let me get your other one. Go ahead. Good. And down. Good. So I'm going to hand you the weight now. Here's one. And here's the other. So if you want to go into some reps, as the trainer, I'm going to be to your side here, spotting as well. Make sure you're doing the correct form and you're not struggling. As a spotter, I could also be in front, putting my hands up so you know how high to go. A decent concern with this is if you drop the weight on your feet, that could obviously injure you. Also rotation injuries. The main thing you want to be looking for here is your shoulders are pretty much the only thing that's moving. You don't want to be bending with your back. Wrists are going to stay stable up in the top. Eyes looking forward, core engaged, chest up, back obviously in line with spine, or back and neck in line with spine. The last thing we really want to do is the regression here is going to be a resistance band, and then that should be